Hey guys, welcome to another thrifting haul right here on Night Owl Video. I got a whole bunch. I don't want to show you the bottom one because you can see the spine, but I got a lot of movies to share this week through thrifting hauls from the last couple weeks. So I hope you'll stick around and see what I got. And if you have any feelings on any of the movies I have picked up, feel free to leave some comments below. Thank you to everybody who has subscribed so far, or liked my videos, or left comments, or followed me on Instagram, Night Owl Video. I got a lot of movies to talk about, so I'm going to jump right in. Most recently, I picked up this one. It is John Carpenter's Someone's Watching Me. This has Lauren Hutton, Adrienne Barbeau, and Charles Cyphers. It's a John Carpenter movie, apparently, from the creator of Halloween and Escape from New York. I think it's a made-for-TV movie, if I'm not mistaken. I thought I read that somewhere. I don't know anything about this movie. I found it for cheap. I think it was like $2, and it's in really nice shape. So yeah, it says the lost John Carpenter suspense classic, never before on video or DVD. So this is from 2006. Special features are a featurette, John Carpenter Director Rising. So I don't know what that's all about. But I saw Adrienne Barbeau, Lauren Hutton, a John Carpenter film, so I decided to grab it. It's from the Twisted Terror collection, which I've never heard of. It must have been a short-lived Warner Brothers collection in the early 2000s. But anyway, Someone's Watching Me. I'm curious to check it out. I don't know. Again, I don't really know anything about this movie. I've never seen it. I don't know if it's good or not. But the disc art is the same as the cover. The next one up, I got Jeffrey Combs as Dr. Herbert West in Beyond Reanimator. Beyond Reanimator. This is from Lionsgate. Is this a... Oh, I guess it's from Lionsgate. It kind of looked like an Anchor Bay back on it, but I guess not. This is 95 minutes. Does it say what year it is? Don't know. Do not know. But yeah, I don't know if I've actually seen this. I've definitely saw Reanimator, but I don't think I've seen this one. Again, it was in really nice shape. It's an ex-rental, but it's in pretty good shape. It's not scratched up or anything. Special features on this are a director commentary, making of featurette, music video. Apparently, as in 2006, a special feature could have been, 2003. A special feature that could be considered a special feature is a 16:9 widescreen. 5.1 Dolby digital, and it also has trailers. Beyond Reanimator. Did I say Bride? I meant Beyond Reanimator, sorry. Again, I've never seen this, but I don't think I've seen this. I've definitely seen the original, but yeah, this one looks like fun. I always enjoy Jeffrey Combs, so definitely excited to check that one out. The next one is Fire in the Sky. I think this one just got a Blu-ray release, like a special edition Blu-ray release on a boutique label or something. Everybody was talking about it a couple of months ago. This is from 1993. It's color, 109 minutes. It's rated 14 in Canada. It's a sci-fi thriller. I remember seeing this back when it came out on VHS and not being like a mega fan, but definitely enjoyed it okay. And I found this copy for $2. Do you remember these? I don't know why DVD companies decided to make these little snap things on the side before you could open up the movie. But there's the cover art, the disc art, which is the same as cover art. Based on a true story. This was directed by Robert Lieberman. It stars D.B. Sweeney, Robert Patrick from Terminator 2, Craig Sheffer from all those 80s teen movies, James Garner. So yeah, I'm kind of excited to check this out at some point. It's kind of like it's like an alien, like a visitation kind of a thing, but kind of like a bit spookier. So Fire in the Sky. Glad to add it to my collection. I may watch that and get rid of it. I don't know. I'm not like but it was cheap. It was like $2, so whatever. I'll watch it, and if I like it, I'll keep it in my collection. If I don't, I'll just get rid of it. The next one is The Doom Generation, a movie I've heard about for a long time, but I don't think I've actually ever seen. This was directed by Greg Araki, and it stars James Duvall, Rose McGowan. Yeah, I don't know. I think this DVD is out of print. I don't think this has been... Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think this came out on Blu-ray or 4K yet. But I think it's out of print, or was out of print. This is the uncensored director's cut. Again, I don't think I saw this movie. It is a flipper disc, unfortunately, so it's probably gonna have some fingerprints on it and stuff. But whatever, it's not terrible. It's not terrible. So yeah, I'll check that one out. I don't know anything about this movie. I don't know what it's about or anything. It's something about some slacker kids in the 90s that listen to techno music or something. I don't know. The next movie is Captain Phillips, starring Tom Hanks and Barkhad Abdi. This came out in 2013. I got this nice little slip cover. I don't know if there's anything special inside. No, the disc is very boring. No disc art, but it does have a slipcover in good condition. I saw this in the movie theater. I've seen it a couple times on video. I think this is a great movie. If you love a good thriller or based on a true story, Tom Hanks is outstanding in this film, as usual. I mean, I was just saying the other day, can Tom Hanks make a bad movie? I don't think he can. Like, he is just so good. And if you've seen this movie, this is one of the few movies at the end I cry my damn eyes out every time. Tom Hanks is so vulnerable at the end of this film. I won't tell you what happens, but he is like a captain of a container ship, and they're going down through like a dangerous part where there's like pirates, Somali pirates, and they get attacked by Somali pirates who take over the container ship, and then there's this whole like struggle between Captain Phillips and the gang of pirates, and it is just so good. I mean, if you love that kind of thing, I highly recommend this. Even if you're really not into this kind of thing, I would highly recommend it. It's a very well done movie. This is directed by a person named Paul Greengrass. Yeah, one of the executive producers was Kevin Spacey, apparently. Not that that's a selling feature, but Captain Phillips, highly recommend it. Got that for pretty cheap. Actually, what were the movies I got? Yeah, so I got 5 movies for... yeah. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen that I did a post about a store that's near to me that actually still rents movies and then sells off the previously viewed movies. And that place is... I went there a couple of days ago to thrift for some movies, and learned that they're going out of... Well, they're not... The store's still staying, but the video store's closing, which is kind of sad. So I'm hoping maybe in the coming weeks they're going to have like a big mega sale. But anyway, they did have actually a fair number of Blu-rays for sale, so I did kind of stock up on those. So Captain Phillips was the first of that 5. The next of that 5 was Underwater, starring Kristen Stewart, Vincent Cassel, and T.J. Miller. Again, with a nice slip cover. Nothing exciting about the disc art. In nice shape, though. All the Blu-rays were in really nice shape. And like I said, it was $5 for $19.99. So $4 a piece. I've seen this once on streaming, and I thought it was not a super memorable kind of like sci-fi underwater thriller horror, but pretty good. Kristen Stewart's really good in this. And I thought, it would be a nice double bill with like The Abyss or something, or Leviathan. So I grabbed it. Again, could be one of those ones I watch and then get rid of. This one may surprise you, but this is another one I watched on streaming, and I actually really liked it. I thought it was really funny. The animation's really excellent in it. It's not the old school SpongeBob animation, but This one's a DVD Blu-ray combo. But it's I thought it was really funny, really enjoyable. Kind of one of those ones. I don't. You guys probably think I just watch like these like horror and slasher and like creepy and weird avant-garde crap, but no. Sometimes I do watch some other types of things. So grab that one. This one I was pretty happy to add to the collection. This is not a Blu-ray, it's a DVD, but it's a Marriage Story that was put out by Netflix. Put it out on their streaming service, and then Criterion put the DVD out. This is from 2019. It's 117 minutes, color. This is from Noah Baumbach, who also did one of my favorites, Squid and the Whale, from 2005. This film stars Scarlett Johansson, Adam Driver, Laura Dern, Alan Alda, Ray Liotta, Julie Haggerty, Merritt Wever. I have not seen this movie. Surprisingly, I have not seen this movie, even though I love Noah Baumbach. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But his other film, Squid and the Whale, that'll definitely be coming up on a Cult Movie Tuesday. One of my favorite dramas of the last, say, 20 years. I've heard really good things about this. I haven't sat down and watched it. Kind of like The Irishman's another Netflix one that came out on Criterion, and I just haven't watched it yet, but I'll get around to it eventually. And then the one really, really cool one that I found, the one kind of obscure one, I think, is called Corman's World, and it's a documentary about Roger Corman, the exploits of a Hollywood rebel. I have not seen this, but I'm pretty excited to watch it. This was definitely like the coolest find of my that thrifting haul, the 5 for $20 or whatever. So this has interviews with Peter Bogdanovich, Joe Dante, Jonathan Demme, Bruce Dern, Robert De Niro, Peter Fonda, Pam Grier, Ron Howard, Jack Nicholson, Eli Roth, Martin Scorsese, William Shatner, and Quentin Tarantino. So I have no doubt this is going to be great. So I'm kind of excited to check this out. It also has Paul W.S. Anderson's in it. Yeah. And this is about Roger Corman, who did like the original Little Shop of Horrors and The Wild Angels, and the original Fast and the Furious. So he did a lot of stuff. I think he did Piranha, I want to say. I don't know. I'm not good with all that stuff. Bonus features, extended interviews, special messages to Roger, and a trailer. So Corman's World, excited to check that out. So that was the 5th of my 5 for $20. Some of these other ones I left the price tag on. I didn't realize that, but this is a double feature. Again, it was like it was $3, so $1.50 a movie. Clear and Present Danger and Patriot Games, starring the incomparable Harrison Ford, especially 90s Harrison Ford. My God, he was on fire back then. And I do love Harrison Ford. This is the whatchamacallit there, what's that guy's name? It stars as Jack Ryan. Yeah, but who was the guy that wrote the books? Tom Clancy. I do enjoy these movies. They're like your kind of like political war thrillers or whatever. I did like both of these films. Like I said, I love Harrison Ford, especially like 80s, 90s Harrison Ford. So this is a double feature. They do each come on their own disc, which is nice, and they're in mint condition. So these are ones kind of like, I think I saw these kind of around this time of the year when they originally came out, and they've kind of always just been like a nostalgia thing for me. Kind of like a James Bond or that kind of thing. Like, definitely not my favorite movies of all time, but just kind of like I want like a good action thriller. Boom, I'm going to put that one on. The next one I got is the remake of The Invisible Man, starring Elizabeth Moss, directed by Lee Whannell. I've only seen this once before, but I thought it was really, really good. A really different take on the Invisible Man story. So I'm kind of excited to rewatch this one and just get immersed in it again. It's not like your old school Invisible Man. It's like a kind of a modern take, but Elizabeth Moss is really good in this film, so grab that one. Another one that I don't think is great, but again, like for a Saturday night monster creature feature, it's the remake of The Wolfman, starring Benicio del Toro and Anthony Hopkins, and it looks like there's some other people in here. Emily Blunt, Hugo Weaving, music by Danny Elfman, and this was directed by... Does it say? That's weird. I don't see where it says who directed it. Normally the director's credit is at the very end. It's also in that very tiny... Oh, it's directed by Joe Johnson. Yeah. Yeah. I definitely saw this once before. Don't remember much about it. But again, it was like one of those... It's like $2. I'm going to grab it. And I'll probably watch it once and maybe, you know, re-gift it to somebody or to Goodwill or something like that. The next one, the price tag's not coming off as easily. This is the 1933 version of King Kong, directed by Marion C. Cooper, starring Fay Wray. I didn't have this movie in my collection, so I decided to add it for $2. I thought, why not? It's an upgrade from VHS for me, so I'm kind of excited to see that one. Or I should say rewatch that one. It's a cool movie. I mean, the effects are made in 1933, so they look like effects from 1933. But if you, unlike a lot of people, I can suspend my disbelief and just enjoy it for what it is. So I love this movie. I have it on VHS, but I wanted to upgrade it to DVD. So that's that. This one. Now, I feel like I've talked about this one on the channel before, but this is Breakdown with Kurt Russell, directed by Jonathan Mostow from 1997. It's 93 minutes long. I just found this about a week ago. I just rewatched it the other night. My God, I love this movie. And it's like no one seems to ever talk about this movie, but I thought this movie was great. Again, I think I said in a previous video that if this was made in the 70s, it would have definitely been like a grindhouse film, or I would have liked to have seen this directed by Quentin Tarantino, but this is just a friggin' excellent thriller, man. I love this movie. If you can find this movie anywhere, I do see it from time to time in the thrift stores. And it's probably streaming somewhere. Highly recommend this movie. I love this movie. I'll probably do this maybe on a Cult Movie Tuesday because I feel like nobody's watched it, or maybe... I guess I could do it for Fright Friday because it's kind of a thriller, but not really a horror movie. But this stars Kurt Russell, J.T. Walsh, Kathleen Quinlan, music by Basil Polidorus, who did the music for Conan the Barbarian. And the soundtrack does have that kind of like heavy rhythmic kind of feel to it. Produced by Martha De Laurentiis and Dino De Laurentiis, directed by Jonathan Mostow from 1997. Breakdown. Very happy to add this to the collection. If you haven't seen this one, I, again, highly recommend it. If you like thrillers, if you like Kurt Russell, if you like that kind of like high octane, like there's some cool car stuff in it. Awesome movie. Awesome. Breakdown. Go watch it. I recommend that movie. And there's not a lot of movies that I like go out of my way to recommend unless somebody asks me about something, but that and like Panos Cosmatos, Mandy, those are movies I've been talking about for about 5 years now as ones that like I feel not a lot of people have seen. And I was just like, if you're looking for a good thriller, or if you're looking for a good revenge horror, like these are the movies. So Breakdown, check it out. Oh, I left the price tag on this one. I guess it doesn't really matter. This was a blind buy. I don't know if this is going to be... I don't know if this is going to be any good. It's called Eddie the Sleepwalking Cannibal. It stars somebody named Thor Lindhart, Georgina Riley, Dylan Scott Smith, and Steve McHattie. I don't know anything about this. It says, in the esteemed company of Shaun of the Dead and Tucker and Dale vs. Evil, two of my favorite horror comedies. It looks like it'll be kind of funny. Like, I don't know. I kind of feel like it might be a British one, but I don't know. It's distributed by Mongrel Media. They do a lot of international film. It's from 2011. It's 90 minutes long. It's a horror comedy. Actually, on the back there, it says it's a future cult film. So I don't know. Maybe it's already a cult film because it was released 11 years ago. But Eddie the Sleepwalking Cannibal. I don't know. I kind of feel like it might be. What's that other one with the guy, the zombie? They keep him as a pet. It's slipping my mind right now, but I kind of feel like it might be in that kind of league, if you will. The next one I got up is actually, you're going to be surprised, another movie I've never seen. John Carpenter's Starman, featuring Jeff Bridges and Karen Allen, from 1984, I want to say. Yeah, it's a science fiction love story. I don't know. Like, I feel like probably when this came out, when I was probably about 14, I was like, what? No, I don't want a science fiction love story. I just want science fiction. But I have heard great things about this film, so I'm going to check it out. It's a flipper disc. Nothing much to see. Oh, there's actually a booklet. So there's a booklet that comes with it and has some info on the film. I think it's like probably a feel-good movie. I don't know, but anyway. John Carpenter's Starman. I love John Carpenter's films in general, so probably will dig that one. The next one I got up here is one I've also never seen. It's called Calvaire. Calvaire? I think this is, it's a French movie. It's 88 minutes long. It's from 2004, probably part of that French new wave of horror. I've never seen it before. Don't know much about it. Looks like it could be creepy and gory based on the back. More disturbing and transgressive than anything you'll see in any other recent horror movie, from HorrorView.com. In the tradition of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Psycho, and Deliverance. So, maybe? An unsettling showcase for some truly disturbed behavior from Fangoria. So, Calvaire. I'm willing to check it out. I got it for $3. It's in beautiful condition. One of the stores I go to fairly regularly. I think somebody just dropped off a bunch of horror because I was talking to another local person who collects horror movies, and they said there's been a whole bunch of really cool stuff in there lately. So that one was definitely, I think, part of that lot, as well as this one maybe. This is called Cropsy. It's a documentary about the legend of Cropsy from Staten Island. This is from 2011. It's 84 minutes long. Produced and directed by Joshua Zeman. It has a bonus features, 30 minutes of never before seen material, and exclusive press clips. Wow. Now this one I'm pretty sure you can find for free streaming on some of those ones like Tubi and probably YouTube and things like that. I don't usually, again, much like Mandy and Breakdown, another movie I don't, or another movie that I tell a lot of people about, Cropsy. I saw this a couple years ago on streaming. Just on a whim, I put it on, and I was totally floored by this film. I thought it was so good. It's really creepy. For the kids in the neighborhood, Cropsy was the escaped mental patient who lived in the old abandoned Willowbrook Mental Institution and would come out at night to snatch children off the streets. Later, as teenagers, the filmmakers assumed Cropsy was just an urban legend, a cautionary tale used to keep them out of these local abandoned buildings. That all changed in the summer of 1987 when 12-year-old Jennifer Schweiger disappeared from the community. Now, as adults, filmmakers Barbara and Joshua have returned to Staten Island to create Cropsy, a feature documentary that delves into the mystery behind Jennifer and the 4 additional missing children. The film also investigates Andre Rand, the real-life boogeyman linked to their disappearances. Embarking on a mysterious journey into the underbelly of their forgotten borough, these filmmakers uncover a reality that is more terrifying than any urban legend. Cropsy. Do yourself, if you love documentaries, if you love true crime or like urban legend kind of like things like that, wow. And the coolest thing is I didn't know anything about this movie. It was on a streaming thing. I read the description. I was like, oh, that sounds kind of creepy and interesting. And I put it on, and it is such a well done documentary. Highly recommend this one. So I was glad to find that one out and about. The next three are very silly. Again, kind of like my SpongeBob thing, but I did not own a copy of Napoleon Dynamite on DVD or Blu-ray. Look at that. It's got the Dancing Napoleon lenticular cover. I got this for $2, and it's like, it is just in beautiful condition. It's got this beautiful slipcover, then it's got that cool artwork inside. I think, yeah, it's a double disc. It comes with a little booklet inside that looks like a notebook. It has pictures and quotes from the movie and things like that. And, it's a really nice edition. I love Napoleon Dynamite. I've always loved this movie. I think it's funny and charming and quirky and weird and fun and everything. I love this movie. For me, it's like a feel-good movie. It's like a Little Miss Sunshine or Juno or those kinds of things. I would put it in there. What's that one with Molly Shannon where she's got Year of the Dog? Those kind of ones are like those quirky comedies. Folky kind of like twee comedies, if you will. I don't know. But I really like this indie comedy. Napoleon Dynamite. I can't get over that lenticular cover. Can you? It's mesmerizing. But anyway, this is the 2-disc special edition, like the best special edition ever. So yeah, so I grabbed this for $2. I only have it on VHS, so I was happy to add it to my collection. Finally, to find a nice copy, and the discs are in beautiful condition. And the next two are more kids movies. I got Toy Story That Time Forgot. This is the Toy Story Christmas special. And it's like, it's really cool. I love the whole Toy Story series. I know you're going to say, oh, you're just like a Disney nerd or whatever, but I do love Toy Story. Well, I'm telling you, no word of a lie, when I saw Toy Story for the first time, I felt like somebody who had seen, like, you know, back in like when the first film was projected on a wall, and like, that's what it felt like to me. I had never seen computer generated images like that. When I saw Toy Story, my ex-partner will even tell you, like, I was speechless, breathless when I first saw the first Toy Story, and I just fell in love with the characters, and I love it. And so this is kind of like when I'm feeling like I want to be a little, I just want something a little kiddish. I'll throw this on, and any of the Toy Story movies, although I cannot watch part 3 because it makes me cry so hard. But anyway, I really like this one. It's a clever little short. I think it's pretty short. It's 22 minutes long. I'm on the hunt for the Toy Story, what is it? Something Terror? It's the Halloween one. I'm also on the hunt for that. But this is really cool. It has a bunch of special features. It's basically like, the little Bonnie, the little girl that owns Buzz and Woody and Rex and those guys. She goes over to her friend's house. It's an older boy, and he got all these really cool toys for Christmas, but he also got a video game system for Christmas, and so he's ignoring all the toys and just playing with the video games. And so when Bonnie's toys interact with the boys' Christmas presents, the toys, there's like this big clash between the two groups, and it's really cool. And it all happens like out of sight of Bonnie and this friend, and so there's this little story taking place off to the side, and it's like very dramatic and funny. I love that one. And then the last one I got was it's actually a TV series. It's the first and second season of ScoobyDoo, Where Are You? I did pay a little bit more for it. I paid $6.99 for it. But I don't see these ones out in the wild very often. It's a little beat up, as you can see. It's got that weird see-through plastic cover, and so it's just been beat all to heck. I actually had a really hard time getting because I always check my discs before I pay for anything, right? And I actually had a really hard time getting the discs out of the case. I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to do it in this video. Excuse me. But yeah, I don't see these out in the wild very often, and when I do, it's usually like they're pretty expensive. But for $7, for $6.99 plus tax. It's a really nice little set. I did go through all of the individually through all the discs, and they're all in really nice condition. As you can see, there's 4 discs in total. There's a chapter list. So yeah, hey, I'm wearing my Scooby-Doo shirt too. I love Scooby-Doo. I've always loved Scooby-Doo ever since I was a dumb little kid. And now that I'm a dumb older kid, I still like Scooby-Doo. So I was really happy to add this to the collection. I'm kind of excited to go back and watch some of the old episodes because I probably haven't seen them since I was actually literally 5. So there's 25 episodes on here from the season 1 and 2. So pretty cool to add that to the collection. This has been a pretty big haul. I've been really fortunate lately to find a lot of cool videos. So thank you for watching this. If you like this video, give me the thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Follow me over on Instagram at Night Owl Video. Leave me comments below if you've seen any of these movies, what your thoughts are on them, or if you think they're dumb, or if you're jealous, or whatever. I don't really, I love to get comments. I don't get a lot of them, but I always like thoughtful comments. And that's it for this DVD Blu-ray thrifting haul. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more content coming soon. And until next time, I will see you out at the video store or out at the thrifting store or just out and about somewhere. So take care of yourself until next time. I know it's a crazy world out there right now. People are very angry and upset and short-tempered. So take care of yourself. If you need to shield yourself, do so. And until next time, I will see you here on Night Owl Video on YouTube. Thanks again, and take care of yourself. Bye.